everybody, this is Vicky Z from Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I'm here to do the monthly March reading for Leo and 2021, and I've already meditated on your cards. Please, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, just take what does and leave the rest. It's not for everyone. And if you like this video and would like to subscribe and like, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm new here and I would love to grow this channel from here on, and I really love doing this, so it would be really great for the support if you do like what I'm offering you. So let's just jump right in. I've had a couple of cards fall out, so I will share them with you, but I'm not going to use them in the reading, but I wanted to point them out because I thought they were interesting. So I have this very big deck. It's Alchemy, Anatomy something. I have it down in the description below. I love these cards. They're real big, but I don't use them a lot because they're so big. But I do love them, and I don't know why I'm inclined to use them today, but I am. So first you've got the Eight of Cups, and I'll show you how cool these are. This is all about obstacles and maybe some blockages that you're having moving forward on your journey of some sort. We'll clarify, or we're just going to do the reading, and then we'll see where that leads, and then we can bring these back in at the end. The Six of Swords, which is also about perseverance, but also overcoming obstacles, and we should have them in the other order. The Eight of Coins first, but maybe this could be financial gain too, with like finances, but I maybe having some obstacles within that, whether it's the mind feeling like you can't do it, or like feeling stagnant, or there's just something else, so we'll clarify. But the sixes are also about overcoming obstacles as well, and this is more of the mind, so, or your thoughts. And also the Knight of Swords. So Knights are all about taking action into something, we'll see, but this is more about like mind as well. Maybe planning something or working through something, we'll clarify. And then I also love this deck. I forget what it's called. It's the Fox Universe Tarot. I might be wrong, I'm sorry. But so you got the Fatigue card, which some of you may be feeling just really run down, tired from being stagnant, or just overcoming this and saying, no way, I'm going to shift that right now, depending on what's going on in your life. But I don't know, I'm going to pull some cards. We'll see what the reading says, but this is just the intro. The Sex card, which I think it's all about, within astrology, it's all about like moving forward and like using this fire energy that Leos have to really manifest the things you want and shift things, especially mind, the chattering of the mind, and just like keeping yourself stagnant because of your thoughts and stuff. So we're going to look in a little bit into that, but releasing old traumas, old patterns, that kind of stuff, going beneath the surface to work through some stuff with these cards. And also health, which is all about maybe you're looking into like, you just got on a health regimen and you're just feeling like crap, so you want to start doing it if you haven't already. But also it could be mind, the health of the mind, according to what's going on here. It could be that, or just being so tired and really needing to nurture and get some sleep and nurture yourself a little bit. So you can have the fire energy to deal with the month of March. But I just think this is more about coming to heart center with yourself and like taking care of your spirit, your being, just as a whole, not just working out and weight, but just more how you feel, like balanced. But I think this is more mental stuff too. But this is also the Child, which is the Fool, the Magician. This is like Fool energy and Magician energy, because in a lot of decks the Fool is the Child, but the Fool is a 0, and the Magician is a 1. So this could be a little bit of both, seeing things like taking a leap of faith and going in it very like childlike or like innocent, starting this new journey, but also having it being a child, but having the experiences that you've had over your life to manifest the things that you want. So this very childlike way of manifesting and being almost like this excitement. Maybe that's what I'm getting, is like this excitement that you have, like a child seeing something for the first time, but with the tools that you have already to manifest in a very mature way and very higher vibrational way. So I wanted to share those. Usually I don't keep them out, but I just thought it was, maybe there's something to it with the reading, so we're gonna keep them and then go back to them if we have to, or maybe it'll all tie in. So I'm using the Light SEER'S Tarot to start off the reading. I usually do, I'll change up the spreads as I go along, but for right now I'm doing the element spread, so it's current situation, how you can move through it with intellect and communication, whether it's with yourself or someone else. The emotions that you can connect with this to work through something, and then the outcome, or like how you move through it to the outcome. So this is for Leo for March 2021. I've already meditated on your cards. Just like to say it again. Ooh, Nine of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you're definitely planting seeds right now, or going to start to plant seed with this like very fool and magician way of being right now, this energy that you have, and this fiery energy that you have, which you always have, but really focusing on something new, growing something new, really planting seeds now for the future. So we'll look into that a little bit. So these are the Moon Goddess Oracle, I think. Goddess of the Moon Oracle. What's up here? Same things keep coming up for the same. I think I should have just, I said this in the last reading for Sagittarius, I should have just done a collective, because I think everybody's in the same space. Interesting. So I'm going to leave this down. Bottom of the deck, it's growth. So I definitely think that you are definitely moving forward and like digging deep, you know, going under the surface for things, and really opening your heart up and releasing the old traumas. And I don't know, you're communicating more. I feel like moving forward with something, looking at your goals to grow. I think that's kind of where this energy is going right now. So let's dive into it and see what's going on. So in the current situation, you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and realization. So the realization is, I don't know, realizing your potential, realizing that you have this spark or this new journey that you want to take, or realizing that it's an opportunity or an actual potential now, like you actually can do it. You see something like, you know, you see like the light at the end of the tunnel, like this actually can happen now kind of energy. And the Knight is all about taking action, you know, like really walking through that keyhole. But he's like, the Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady won the race. He's off his horse. He's, you know, his pentacles are behind him. Like he's just walking like slow and steady, very confident, with ease, like chill, focused. And he's just abundant, you know, and he has all this, but he's taking action. He's just going slow paced with it, not charging in like a bull, more like graceful, you know, and ready to see things in a proper way, because he's slowed down enough to see them for what they are, instead of charging through like normal knights do. But that was in reverse. So to me, that might be maybe something you need to look at to maybe slow down what you're doing or the pace that you're taking. I know a lot of Leos, and I love that energy. It's like the lion energy is just like, I love that fire. You can manifest anything that you want, but sometimes like maybe for this to realize something like a new path or a new opportunity that you have, maybe taking a look at it through a different lens, like a slower pace lens, just to have an idea of a different way of seeing it. Or maybe you're missing something because you're moving full force into it. So maybe just taking the time to see the full picture and make sure that you are making the right decisions in this path. So I think that's more of what it is. So in the how you can communicate through intellect and communication position is beginnings. Again, it's literally the same card in reverse this time. They're both very similar. They both have passageways to a new beginning or a new path. And I think they're both connected, but one's through how you articulate it, and one's through where you are right now physically as a whole. But they're both entry points to something new and something bigger and better for where you want to go in your life. So, and you also have the Page of Cups. So sorry, I just had to take a breath. I'm talking so fast. So the pages are all about new paths, new beginnings, you know, taking a new something that you want to go with and taking it new. And this is more heart driven for me. I'm seeing there's a little heart, like somebody doing this in the background with like color in it. I don't know. I just noticed that for the first time. And I think like one aspect, maybe you're making a decision. There's not a decision card. Maybe there's already twos here. It's more of like, oh yeah, there's two. Beginnings are two. And that is a choice or a decision or being at a crossroads. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. Because on his feet here, there's like when pigs fly, you know, like kind of like this disbelief that you can actually take this new path. And maybe that's why you're standing at the door with all of this energy, because you don't believe that you can walk through it maybe. And then on the bottom here is like, but I really want this, you know, and then at his feet, like at the core is like, when pigs fly, you're going to get that. That's what I'm getting. I don't know why. Never noticed the pig. But I think that you should hold on to what you feel internally and use the heart more, and get out of this energy of maybe you're blocked because you're looking at it through mental lens instead of a heart intuition lens. And I've been telling this for every sign because it's been coming up. We're so here because of all the stagnation and all that's been going on in the world and all this like negative, like heaviness, that I feel like we have dampened the ability to see the intuition and the heart, what it really wants and how it speaks to us, and really hearing our bodies through that. So that's kind of what I'm getting with this. And then the new beginnings in reverse, I definitely think it's because you don't believe it. You don't feel that you believe that that is the right path for you, or you don't feel like you deserve it, or you feel like you just don't see it, or that you can't attain it. I think you should go for it. Leo, you guys are fire cards. You guys are fire people. I should not fire cards. But I definitely think like I'm sensing like maybe there's like this isolation or like a lone Leo right now, and I feel like maybe you should be working in a community or with a group of people to manifest something or get support in that way, because maybe this isolation for you is not making you feel like you can believe to walk through. Maybe you need some like peers saying like, or your soul tribe to be like, hey, go through this. You're good enough. You know enough. You know, maybe this is like teaching too. Like maybe you're going to be teaching the knowledge that you know or something. I think I heard that in like your astrological forecast. I think that was you. But like passing on the knowledge that you have in teaching, and maybe that's for some of you that are wanting to do that and you just don't feel like you know enough, or you feel, I don't know enough of this tarot stuff. The cards know. I'm using my intuition as much as I think I know. It might not be good enough. I don't know, but at least I'm trying. At least I walked through that path to like take this risk to do this channel. If it doesn't work, oh well, but at least I tried, you know, because I had this fire to do it. So to me, that's what is calling. Like if you are wanting to teach something or start something or do a workshop or like an event or something, and you're feeling stagnant or feel like you can't do it, because it's all about your perspective. It's not about what you don't know. So that's kind of the bigger picture I'm seeing here, is that it's all in the mind. You are smart enough, brave enough, awesome enough, and have enough fire to last, to like spark the entire planet with love and energy. You guys are kind of like the sun. So, and anyway, so moving into this, we're going to clarify a little bit, but I want to talk about this a little bit, just so you know what you're working with here. In the emotional position, this is the 8 of Swords in reverse, and this might be good. You know, I'll do it so you can see the card in general. But the 8s are obstacles or having blockages, and I think that emotionally, because it's in reverse, emotionally, you're on the other side of the mirror looking in at what you thought you were looking at before. Like you're seeing you for you now and not seeing this illusion in the mirror, feeling like you're trapped, tied up, like blockage, you know, not being able to go anywhere, stagnant, like literally tied down. And you're realizing like you're not those things anymore. You have the freedom to manifest and drive yourself and move wherever you go. And maybe that has a lot to do with your boundaries too, like whether you put up too many walls so nobody can get in, or maybe your boundaries are too thin and you're not setting proper boundaries for yourself and you're getting injured. Your soul and your spirit, your aura is getting injured. So maybe looking at things in a more pure way, or not, or it could be either that, or it could also be like this flower is so pretty, but it's still breaking her boundaries down. It could be a good thing, or it could be like you're not seeing the full picture. Make sure you protect yourself from those who are, you know, vampires, but also, and you not be the vampire. Maybe that's who you are, you know, and I'm not meaning that in a negative way, but just like needing energy from other people to kind of manifest these things is kind of a vampire-ish kind of, you know, energy. But it's a matter of boundaries on either end, you know, whether we need it and we're sucking from people, which is happens all the time, I feel like, or somebody else is needing energy and focus, so they're taking it from you. That's kind of what I mean from it. I didn't mean it in a negative way, but either way, it could be an imbalance of boundary setting. So maybe just looking at the bigger picture of where you set your boundaries and where they are, and making sure that it's healthy for you. And maybe that health card has something to do with the boundaries, like having healthy boundary set up so you can be protected and not take other energy from other people. So, but also you're going through something really transformative right now, and I think that you need to kind of protect your boundaries, but also have them down a little bit so you can let people in, because you might be a very vulnerable time, and seeing things that you once saw that are not there now, it can be an interesting transition. That's all I have to say. Not bad or good, just interesting. So I say you just go through these doors and start doing what you're good at and what you think you want to do, even if you don't know yet. Just move forward, because this is what this is telling me. So the Nine of Cups, the nines are all about progression, bring progress, clarity on a direction. This is your outcome. Like you're being comfortable with the unexpected, but I think having support is key for you. Maybe having a tribe, or like communicating with people, getting your soul tribe next to you, you know, opening up your heart and being okay with the unexpected, the unknown, and know that you're protected and guided and not alone. Or knowing that you are finally content with your own self, and this is you just leaning on your own shoulder, if that's who you are right now, where you need to be. It doesn't matter, but just know that you're either strong enough to stand in alone, or that you are needing some tribe. I think it's more about community and tribe because of where we are right now as a world. But the Nine of Cups, this is intuition. This could be love. This can be well, it is intuition, but it can also be emotions, really connecting with that, being comfortable with that. But I think this is more the love that you have for your tribe and your soul tribe, and needing that. That's what's coming up for me here, more than anything. So let's pull out a Major Arcana card for the center. Should have done this in the beginning, but it doesn't really matter. I had those cards pulled out. This is for Leo, March 2021. The World in reverse. And the Tower underneath. Yeah, well, I just think you're going through a transformation, honestly. Like, the Eight of Swords in reverse for me was in the boundaries. It's like, this isn't just a transformation time. The Tower needs to fall in order for you to see things clearly and transform and have that rest time to, like, see things in a new way and take a new path as who you are after the Tower falls. You know, like, and this isn't an enlightening moment, you know, like, there's, like, the third eye on the bottom, there's like this, you're seeing things like in an enlightened way. You're seeing things for what they are. And to me, this has already happened. This is not something because of the way that, you know, this path being here and having to slow down. Or maybe it's going to happen for some people now, but I feel like in my energy of this, it's like, actually it could be both, just from the world being in reverse. It could be both, but regardless, it's just take the enlightening part of this and leave the rest, meaning like learn from it. Don't dwell on the Tower falling, whether it's the universe that did it for you because you didn't do it for yourself, because that can happen too, and it comes really, really abrupt. But regardless, is just appreciating where you are and holding support and knowing that you're going to work through this. And or if you've already had the Tower moment, I think that's why your world is upside down right now, and you're just restructuring and seeing things with new eyes. So upright, she's holding the world and everything, her intuition and everything, like everyone's. This is also can be like, you know what? I've carried the burdens of the world for so long and I am not doing it anymore. I need to focus on me, and not in a selfish way, but just like you need to figure out this path. And sometimes when you carry people's burdens, you're done with it. I think you're just emptying the basket. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't. I need a minute to regroup and to take this tower moment and like walk through a new path so I can be stable. Then I can help others. But that's why I think the world is in reverse here. You know, because there was like, there's finding balance now. It's all about like finding your harmony again, finding your fulfillment. You know, maybe you thought you had that until something happened and something shifted, like the world being the way it is. And now you're realizing like, no, I need to have like a more fulfilling harmony, a more fulfilling balance, a more fulfilling fulfillment. You know, it's in a different way, without the burdens of the world. Like, let this go so you can really focus on the things that you need to focus on. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers because they're my favorite. And I'm going to pull one of these first. I love these. So Leo, March 2021. King of Pentacles and Realization, please. And then I'll pull some clarifiers after I pull 4 of these. I'm going to take that one. Stillness. This came out in the last reading too. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know why I put that there, but it belongs there. I usually don't do that. And change, the seasons of life. I think that there's a lot of change in free. Oh, okay, and you're safe and divinely guided. That popped out. Yeah. Change and divinely guided through this. You're not alone. I don't feel like you're alone. And if you do feel alone, find your tribe and your soul tribe. Connect with someone, even if it's somebody new that you can bounce off of what you're doing. Because I think sometimes we need support in these things. So in the current situation, stillness, lack of movement, I think that this is telling you to slow down. This goes with the slow down of the 8 of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. How he's going so slow. You know, I think that this is just saying like, not still as in stagnation over the last year, but just slow it down so you see things clearly and stay focused on the end game. And for some of you, this might be coming up. For some of you, that means the opposite. Like, you've been a slow crab for a while, like speed it up and start moving, get out of your stagnation. That could be for some of you too. Like now maybe get on the horse and start moving and start like using this fire energy. If you're already like over here with your energy of like near the end and you're just like, I'm still like not moving fast enough, then get on the horse and move your butt through that passageway, through that new path. So it could be either one. I don't want to assume that all people are in the same category. So, and then the communication and intellect is freedom, the spread your wings. I definitely think that like get out of that like pigs can fly. I keep saying this pig, but just going more like I got this. I could totally do this down this new path of mine. I'm free. I'm gonna just go with it and go through this keyhole or this doorway. Just go, you know. Worst case scenario is something you haven't seen or something that you don't want, but then it just opens up another door to go somewhere else. So it's a win-win, honestly. And in the emotions category, or not category, but like position, it's manifestation. Your desires is on the way. So I already think that you've already gone through this tower moment for a lot of you, not everyone, but for a lot of you. And you're moving and you're really structuring like your boundaries and like trying to figure that out a little bit. Because maybe people have been pushing your boundaries too much, or you've been pushing your boundaries too much. So maybe finding balance within that. Releasing the ties that have been holding you back all this time and all these blockages and obstacles, and really manifesting the things that you want in a more like universal way, just more freeing. Like matter keeps, like this all looks like matter to me, meaning like there's no boundaries of matter. It's like it's all open space. Like there's nothing containing matter. It's just floating up in space, meaning I feel like no matter what you want to manifest, like there's like an endless possibility out there for you to manifest it. And then I think this is really beautiful because of the ending result here. The outcome, having the unexpected and feeling cared for and loved and supported. I do feel like the wisdom through mistakes is key here. Understanding that the mistakes you made were for the knowledge of the mistake, the journey of the mistake to learn from, and to take that to another level and learn something from it as a soul on this earth, like having a human experience. So the lessons, I love this card because it's a vase being put back together, glued together. It's like all of these mistakes have crushed me down, but nothing's stopping me from holding my water and like holding my passion, inspiration, like a vase that works again, you know? Meaning we can, no matter what we go through, we can always fix it and move forward and be strong from it. So never let your mistakes stop you from manifesting the things that you really want, and not allowing you to walk through those new beginnings, new pathways, new doors, new keyholes, because it's the mistakes that make you brilliant in order to articulate, especially if you're passing knowledge on and wanting to teach something or hold a workshop or like inspirational something, you know. I feel like it's the lessons here that will make you a great teacher. You know, you've already been through it in hell and back, and now you're here to teach what to do and how to do it, and like the journey that you've had will inspire others. So maybe that's a lesson or like something for you to hear. I'm just gonna pull a couple clarifiers and then some self-care cards, and then send you on your way. So yeah, so there's definitely a storm that is coming to an end for me. Maybe some of you are still in it. It's literally the storm card. Some of you are still in it, and now you're like looking for this peaceful time to like slow things down after the calm, after the storm, and have this realization that you can have a new path, or like walk through something new. And that, I think, is what your spirit's like. She has like this mist, like almost like the spirit guiding her in there. Like that's like her soul's purpose, is like sending her into this keyhole, like without her willingness, really. Like she's just kind of floating in there, like mesmerized, like, oh, that's a new path that I need to take. And it's the soul's purpose. It's not the mind saying like, oh, I might want to do this. Like this is your, like something from a soul level for you, that you should be doing, your journey that you need to be taking. Inner vision. Yeah, this is all about like something that's deep inside like something true to your soul that is going to lead you through this. And don't deny it, because I think this can be really big for you. That's my opinion. It's not the cards. I definitely think that it's going to take a lot of hard work, and not be alone. Like I'm sorry if you hear my daughter downstairs screaming. She's trapped on a snowy day, so she's allowed to scream. But I'm sorry for that. The worker bee is also working with a tribe in their hive together to create honey, to create abundance, to bring things to fruition. So it's going to take hard work to get there. This is a lot of hard work, working with inner like stuff. Going in deep is definitely, and like really reconstructing the way you see your life is crazy hard work. But you're not alone. You could have a tribe to do it with, like I said before, or you just know that it's gonna be a lot of hard work. Stick it through, because it's worth it. This is deep work, meaningful stuff. This is not just like, oh, go through this trauma, express it, feel it, know it, learn it, and then like come out the end and just be like, you're doing something big here. Like that's what I'm feeling. There's something big and more meaningful in life, for others and for you. So the Lovers again. That's what the other card on the bottom there is. This is about love for yourself. It could be love that's guiding you through this, and maybe you had a crappy relationship that you felt tied down to, and now you're free, and now you're seeing where your boundaries are with this person emotionally. But I think this is more about like the emotions behind that situation, if it did happen for you that way. Or this could be the love for yourself now. You're seeing yourself in the mirror in a different way. You're finding this inner love. You're falling in love with you again and getting to know you more and respecting your boundaries now. You know, it could be either one. So, okay. And I'm going to leave this with this one because it just fell out. Unfamiliar territory. So, it is unfamiliar territory. You're looking at a different person in the mirror. And your wishes are coming true with this. Like, I definitely think like you're on the right path. Keep going with where you're going. This could mean the fish has jumped out of water. This is two perspectives to look at this card. The fishes jump out of water to see like, wow, look at all this amazing journey I have to take. So great. You know, like it's so beautiful. I can't wait to take it. Or you can be the fish gasping for air while he's saying like, oh my good, or they're saying, oh my goodness, that is a long ass road ahead of me. It's all about perspective. You can take it with like this empowerment and like, yes, I can't wait to take this journey, or you can resist it and, you know, have a really hell of a hard time along the way. It's all about your perspective with this. Do you want to be the tied down person in the mirror? Do you want to be the one that's free and just seeing her freedom now, you know? I don't know why that came with that, but I think it's perspective, and just being okay, also being okay with the new territory that you're running into now, because it's made for you. It's like you're divinely guided through it. This is for you. It's not somebody else's territory you're coming in. This is your territory. This is what you've been wanting and wishing, and where your soul is supposed to go. And finding crafty ways to do so. It's a fox. I love foxes. But I think you're going to find very crafty ways of doing this. This is not going to be an easy task. I did say it's going to be hard work, a lot of soul journey, hard work, but also collaborating with a team. This could be for work or for your personal journey, but you have to find crafty ways of moving through this, and the direction you're taking is the right direction. Like, you're on the right direction. Definitely keep going with it, especially with this new beginning that you have. Just verbally speak it, this because it's a communication and an intellect of like how you're processing this. Really put a good clear direction where you want to go, and then like either if you have to journal about it or whatever, just go. And the final outcome, last one, I love passage. It's kind of like the sun card for me. It's a rainbow on a boat, meaning wherever you end up, it's going to be colorful, beautiful, and exactly where you're supposed to be. It's kind of what I just said. You're on the right path, go for it. Doesn't matter what direction or what pathway you go through. It's where you're supposed to be. So I'm going to do one more clarification, or the self-care cards, and send you on your way. If you like my readings, and if you don't, that's okay. There's so many awesome readers out there. I watch a ton of them. But if you do like me and want to see me stay around, if you can like and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I would really appreciate it, because this is a lot of fun and something that I really love to do. And I will get better as time goes on. I'm learning every day on how this works. So be patient with me, and thank you for understanding all the mistakes I'm making on these videos. But I like to be a little bit more raw and not so edited. So, and plus it's a lot, like, I don't know how to do that. So the journal, I said this before, maybe write down some stuff. Write it down in a journal just to be a little bit more structured, to get it out of your head, to make space for freeing the mind, so the heart fills up the space a little bit more. Definitely journal. Write down your inspirations, the journey you want to go, direction you want to go, anything you want to release trauma-wise, or things that you're like really unraveling here in this situation. Oh my God, that's so funny. In the beginning of this, I was thinking like I could just picture Leo's like in a club dancing right now. You know, that fire energy. Like, God, I would love to go dancing right now. And the dance card came up. Maybe this is for me. I don't know, but no, it's for you. It's just having fun with this process too. It's like taking it lightly, because it is heavy sometimes. You know, it's scary. So looking at this in a very fun way, finding ways to do this in a very fun way, or just dance in your living room after you journal. I don't know. Whatever resonates with you. I'm going to pull a couple more just because there's a general reading, and I want it to resonate with a little bit more than just one person. Make a meal, cook healthy. Maybe you can dance while you're making a meal. Put a lot of positive affirmations in your meal. Talk to your food in a very positive way. You are what you eat. And that also is with the thoughts that you think. Sound healing. I love sound healing. We do it at the school. It's not the same effect online, but it does work. But even looking on YouTube, or book your local sessions for like sound healing, or like tuning forks, or any kind of healing for that matter. Hydrate, stay hydrated. Very, very important. This has been coming up for a lot of people. I'm just reading all these because they fell out together. Having pleasure, and this is also a sex card, and you did get the sex card earlier, so maybe I can't really say much on here, but you know what to do with this. Maybe releasing energy that way might be beneficial. But that came out twice, so I think that's supposed to be for you. And deep breathing, because being still and stuff, maybe doing some guided meditations and stuff will be good for you. Or just doing some breath exercise to like slow you down. When you're feeling fiery, write the stuff down so you get it out, you communicate it, but then like maybe some breathing, learning some like, you know, square breathing. There's a lot of cool things on YouTube you can watch for breath work that really, really work. But I think that will clear the mind a little bit and release some of that excessive nervous energy that's created from the fire that you have right now. Leo, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you. Have a great month of March, and I will see you soon.